y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Told y'all I was right. Told y'all I was gonna be right about it. A lot of y'all didn't even much believe me, but I did tell y'all. I did say something that I was right about. Willie, what is you talking about? Well, y'all all still clocked in, and y'all still got bills to pay this week. If you was listening to the sound of my voice on November the 7th, 2024, you still living. Life is doing what? Life is doing what? Willie, tell them what life is doing. Life is lifing. Life is going on. You still got to take care of them little bad ass churn. Yup. Yeah, you still got to do work a lot of overtime and all that stuff just to make ends meet. Yeah, you still got to pay back them student loans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You still life goes on. I know them people had made y'all they had y'all uptight. They had y'all stressed the hell out. The democracy is over. This is the end of the world as we know it. Yeah. Save your money. Prepare. Things that you should already been doing, but everything gonna change. Ooh. What do y'all chains look like? Have y'all received chains and stuff like that right now? Are you still in your house? Or are you back on the plantation? Well, I can't say back on the plantation because none of us was ever on the plantation, but you know what I mean. Do you still look like live in your apartment? Still live in your house, your townhouse, your winter bagel, your trailer home? Do y'all still live where you was living before you voted? Oh. So you're not back in chains. Got it. I'm just saying, I was just thinking because I be thinking. You say I wasn't stressed out. I knew they wasn't gonna let the box of rocks in there. Bam. You say we ain't want no word salad out here in these streets. Yeah, I've been on Instagram. I've been on TikTok. People acting a straight plum ass. I got some videos to do when I finish this right here, just to show you good people. People just really lost their mind out here in these doggone street. But one thing about those same people who I am gonna do the videos about, the one thing about these people is they had to continue to go to work this week. You got to complete your shift. You better not be a no call, no show. You will have a no job by Monday. Yeah. It's the end of the world. Thank you, God, for allowing us to see better days. Hashtag Ricky. Say Ricky Smiley Van Jones. Damn it, they need to just be together or something like that right there. But yeah. They had y'all good people afraid, like the world was just gonna crash and crumble. It's all over because of what. Even when they said that and made y'all feel some type of way about it, they forgot to tell y'all that Biden is still the president. Trump don't take presidency until January. They told y'all that this week was just we just picking cotton. And how many of y'all really wearing cotton like that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all still wear cotton like... We is in the time to where people is wearing like satin and silk and polyester and shit, right? All right. People is mixing it up. They just not wearing cotton, you know. Black folks didn't even much think. Well, if we all gonna be back in chains, well, the rich ain't gonna be rich no more. I don't think y'all heard me. Say t-shirts, socks, and drawers. Okay. See, they still in cotton. All right. But listen. If black folks go back in chains, the rich ain't gonna be rich no more. He said, is D.L. Hurley still breathing? That boy, that young man right there. Give yourself a pat on the back of y'all and hit 100 by 10 after the hour. That young player right there been losing his goddamn mind out here in these streets, boy. But the one thing that I can say, and one thing that I guess people should respect, is we have all had the freedom of speech. We've all been able to give our own opinions. You can't do this in every country. No. Some countries, when you speak, you can lose your life. He said, Willie, if I was in chains, you think I'm going to give a F about somebody else's money? You see what I'm saying? We is in the time that I don't think that you can even put black folks in chains without having a major problem. You couldn't do it with our mindset. No matter how many times they kill somebody in front of us, I think just in our mind, we are so used to killings in front of us to where, like, you cannot hurt us with that. Like, you cannot scare us. Oh my God, he shot her in the head in front of all 100,000 of us, and we just gonna submit. Whoa. No. We don't give a damn about that bit. We don't know that bit. You know what I'm saying? You can't use that on us. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. Especially if we ain't been found guilty or nothing. We kind of sort of in chains when we get found guilty and we catch like a felony or something. That's different. But you mean when we ain't been found guilty or nothing and you just gonna take all of us and put us back in the fields? We wouldn't pick shit. Listen, the cotton industry will fold. We ain't pick shit. No. It's too hot. It's too hot for these doggy folk. A lot of us would rather just go ahead on and die. But we do have a whole bunch of fighters. We have a whole bunch of fighters, and I think that is a really, really good thing. Really, really good thing out here in this street. Because we should be fighters. We should be fighters. We should fight for what we want and stand on it. We should be willing to die for what we believe in. See, a lot of people claim that they believe in certain things, but guess what they're not willing to do? Die. They ain't willing to die about that shit. No. Whew. It's Thursday, y'all. Let's go ahead on and get into some news. I saw a little quick one. And I say we got to let these sisters talk. Because we have... They have some black women who had done give their reactions to the outcome of Vote Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let the beautiful lady speak.
Despite Kamala Harris not winning, numbers show massive turnout for her from certain groups. One of those, black women voters. An NBC News exit poll.
Oh, if it wasn't for y'all, boy, I tell you. 91% of darker hue sisters voted for KK. 91%. I want y'all to also understand this right here. Or this way may be a question. Do y'all think that black women is going to believe that they can get somebody elected with a 91% vote and they lost? Huh? You say only because she black and female, nothing about politics. I'm in agreement with that. And do y'all understand the 91% of females is going through or is being affected the same way that the rest of us is being affected in the economy? A lot of people voted for the economy to stay the same. Well, to have the same people or one of the same people in control of how things is going out here in these streets. You say that tells a big story. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I got the church hustle video. I am gonna play that tonight. I'm gonna play that right there tonight. You say, Willie, we ain't black no more, just men now. There it is.
Of 10 battleground states shows more than 90% of black women voted for Harris. Our Gen 8 talked with these three women, Dolores,
but she ain't black no more.
Angelina, and Sabrina. They're reacting to the vice president's loss.
Dolores, Angelina, and Sabrina. Go on, sisters.
For months leading up to the election, we saw black women voters mobilizing across the Cream City.
We operated under one premise, that was the American people would not tolerate what Trump was presenting.
Sabrina.
Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. Say, what's up, Pastor? Say, enjoying the Democrats. The Democrats crash out.
Jordan was one of them.
When you're working towards something that you think is important, a cause, it creates a kind of unity.
Unity, women tell me, was felt as they watched the first African-American woman run for president.
It was amazing, honestly. It was amazing. I didn't think it was something I would be able to see in my lifetime, but it was amazing to see.
But now
you sound like we had done sounded back in 2008 when Barack was running. Okay.
Now that the votes are in,
it was really just frustration, a little bit of disbelief.
For some, they say it's the unknown future that's concerning.
It's the unknown future. Do y'all know no matter who wins or who won the presidency, the future is always unknown? Go ahead, though.
From my point of view, it's a change in the way that you live. As a black woman with black and Mexican grandchildren,
it's a change in the way that you live for black women when the number one thing that she pushed was abortion for women. Do y'all even understand that? I think that the numbers is up. 24 million black children has been aborted. 24 million and pushing for more abortions. So what hold on, gonna let the sister
woman with black and Mexican grandchildren. As a black woman with black and Mexican grandchildren, it's frightening.
What's gonna happen?
It's damn it. I ain't started fast enough. Hold on, wait.
Future that's concerning.
Future.
From our point of view, it's a change in the way that you live.
It's a change in the way that you live.
Black woman with black and Mexican grandchildren, it's frightening.
It should change the decision making. Now, I would have felt better if she would have said it's going to change the decision making with black and Mexican women. You know, I don't know. Hell, but hold on. Mexican women don't have a large amount of abortions, do they? Hold on. What is the statistics for Mexican women having abortions? Let's see what they give me. About Mexican City, yada, 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 abortion laws, yada, yada. I just need a quick number. The abortion rate was 54 per 1,000, but that was back in 2009. You say in 2015 to 2019 there was 1,040,000 abortions out of 3,830,000 pregnancies in Mexico. All right. So they ain't giving me like no. I gotta do my own math. Ain't nobody got time for that right there. So they do be having abortions, but I guess it's high. But they saying that it's only 3 million people. Oh, 3 million pregnancies. 3 million pregnancies. So almost half. Almost half. Well, not almost. Kind of close. So say 1/3. Yeah. So they knocking their babies off too. So I just want to tell y'all like that right here. The difference is, or what is going to be different, it should be your decision making, right?
It's a change in the way that you live.
It's a change in the way that you live, and the way that you live is based on decisions. So it should change your decision making to a positive. Because if you good people, believe that the majority of women is getting abortions due to rape and incest, then you is the fool. No. Hot girl summer, Christmas coming up. You know what I'm saying? They is connecting. They traveling for Thanksgiving and stuff like that. A lot of these chicks got the OnlyFans and stuff, and the pregnancy and the baby really destroys people money out here in these doggone streets. So women is getting abortions just because they don't want to have a child. So if that's the case, we have to change the amount of women who is getting pregnant. Do y'all understand that you wouldn't need abortions as much if you made the best decisions on getting pregnant? Yeah. But get that monkey away. Do y'all? I ain't tripping. Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. Say, I'm in New Mexico. I can tell you Mexican mothers will keep their litter. And that was my thought process, because of Mexican families. They be having a whole bunch of children. They be having like a whole bunch of children, as we see. We used to talk about it back in the days when we was coming up. Oh, look at all the Mexicans. It'd be like 11 Mexicans in one house, and black folks wouldn't dare. We wouldn't dare live like that. You know what I'm saying? But they did it. They did something good because it helped them expand and grow and all that fly stuff right there. That's something that black folks should have adopted. But we decided not to adopt. It should just stop the decision making. Or change the decision making amongst women.
As a black woman with black and Mexican grandchildren, it's frightening.
What's going to happen with our kids and the reproductive rights for women?
What's going to happen with the kids and the reproductive rights for women? Like I just said, why don't y'all older women, why don't y'all mamas and grandmothers start telling your daughters, start teaching and preaching your daughters about when you hunch, you can get pregnant. Protect yourself at all costs, because if you get pregnant and you don't find out until after this certain time, especially like in Florida, if you find out in 6 weeks, you stuck with that baby. If you don't want to be stuck with no baby, you got to stop doing things to get pregnant. You know, things to get you pregnant when you out here hunching. You all forgot the art of oral sex. That's what a lot of y'all had. I forgot about. A lot of y'all just like to get peed in. Which, hey, do you really ain't tripping? It's your life. It's your life. But for y'all to be out here, oh my God, I am so worried about my child's future, because what if she gets pregnant by somebody out the trap and she don't want to keep his baby because she still want to go to the club? You know, what about her future?
Reproductive rights for women.
And for others, they're trying to keep the faith.
Don't feel defeated. Just keep the faith, because God is still in control. Trump can't do no more than God want him to do.
Didn't I say that right there yesterday? See, now she sounds like a believer to me. This should be the speech of all believers. Didn't I have done told y'all? I told y'all that people be out here faking like they is believers. They don't even pretend to be believers. Now, I don't know if she's a true believer or not, but she spoke something that can kind of make you believe that she is a believer, because this is what a believer is supposed to say. I don't know how to pronounce this. Shout out to Silocycle. I might have got it right. Silocycle for the $4.99 super chat. You say every day disagreeing over something that can be done at home. Your body, your baby. Don't we all like got hangers at the crib? Y'all play too much, but listen. This is a real believer.
They're trying to keep the faith.
Don't feel defeated. Just keep the faith, because God is still in control.
God's still in control. That's what I said yesterday about Ricky Smiley. He had to thank God that he had to made it this far, to be blessed and stuff like that, to be able to live and had done seen great stuff and all that fly stuff right there. He was defeated as hell, but you is thanking God for some shit. So it lets me know that you is telling us that you is a believer in Jesus Daddy. And I just pointed out you cannot be a believer in Jesus Daddy if you don't believe that that Jesus Daddy is in control. I thought like y'all was out here praying.
They're trying to keep the faith.
Don't feel defeated. Just keep the faith, because God is still in control.
Should not now one of y'all believers should have been in fear. Not now one of y'all believers should have been able to be persuaded to be in fear over this election if you is a believer in, like y'all say, the one true living God. This lets you, I'm trying to tell you something. I know right now you think about friends and family who out here upset, they worried, and they, oh my God, they traumatized, shit like that. Those people who you believe are believers, I just pointed out that them people is not believers. They can't be. This lets you know that they can't be if they're in fear, but they love the Lord. They believe the Lord is everything. God controls everything. The believers should have been praying for Trump. I said that a while back too. People is hating on Trump, but y'all is supposed to. Remember yesterday I played the View, and Whoopi said, and I'm not gonna say his name. Now I don't know if she's a believer or not, but for those people who will not say his name and want him to fail and all this fly shit, but you're supposed to pray for your president. He's the leader of the country. You say breaking news, Biden voted for Trump. Listen, I think somebody said that yesterday or the day before, and I said, hell, he probably did. Listen, you may not like the person who is in the office, but if you is a believer, why aren't you praying that person does God's work, and maybe whatever you think that person is going to do while in office, that you pray that person see it through God's eyes and go God's way, and maybe change the way that they're trying to do it and do it in the way that God will want things to be done. You're supposed to be praying for your president. No, maybe not. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 super chat. He say, I highly doubt if those women ever read the entire Bible, Willie. I've been saying it for the longest. I truly believe 95% of black folks have not read and studied that Bible. He says that called Winslow on the screen. Don't do that sugar like that. And shout her out for having her real. But Listen, one more time. This is the sound of, in my opinion, a real believer in God.
Keep the faith.
Don't feel defeated. Just keep the faith, because God is still in control. Trump can't do no more than God want him to do. So I'm not worried about it. I put my faith in God, not in man.
In Milwaukee.
Thank you. Put my faith in God and not in man. And you see all of these believers. Oh my God, the world is going to end. But y'all believers though. This is why I don't take you people serious. Well, you believers serious. Say, remember, this America was untouchable anyways. Listen. And you know what else crazy? A lot of folks wouldn't take the time out to even think, what if God didn't want KK to be the president? What if God wanted Trump to be the president? I can almost believe every church that was for Kamala, not now one of those pastors, deacons, reverends, aldermen, nobody in there would say that this is God's plan. Shout out to Head and Heels for the $1 Cash App. Say Baltimore late, but talk that talk. I'm trying to tell you something. When you just sit back and think about it, and y'all going to these same churches who on Sunday they is going to continue to bash Trump and talk about the system and all that fly stuff, I can damn near guarantee they will not say, well, this was God's plan. Yeah, we may not like God plan, but this was God's plan. Now, I could be wrong. When y'all go to church and y'all pastor say this right here on Sunday, if they say that this is God's plan, boy, when we come back on Monday, please let me know that your pastor had done did that right there. He said, God, don't get involved in politics. That's what's up. He said, God laughing at y'all stupidity. He said, KK told the Jesus yelling people at her rally, we're at the wrong rally. This is a doggone shame though. It's crazy, y'all. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. I just had that thought. I had to get that off my heart. It was on my heart because I hate to see y'all fail in y'all belief. Like I really, really do. I hate to see you good people, because I do believe that a lot of y'all is good peoples. A lot of y'all claiming that y'all believers is good peoples. I know that y'all be trying to be all good and all that fly stuff right there. And it just saddens me when y'all don't even think. like a lot of people, they don't think, and you all believe just because somebody else say that they is Christian, or they are believers in the one true living God, as y'all say, Jesus Daddy. Long as somebody tell y'all that, you all don't watch for actions. You all don't pay attention to actions. You just listen to the damn words. Oh! Homosexuality is against God, right? According to the book. I'm not making it up. I'm not homophobe. Shout out to my LGBT brothers and sisters out here in the doggone street. But KK is for pushing the transgender thing. Wasn't it? She pushing for men to be able to get them surgeries and stuff like that right there? To be in the women's prisons and all. Yeah. See, she down with all that fly stuff right there, right? Didn't KK taught the black women at the colleges and talking about abortions? You should be able to kill your babies. Said that to the black women when the black women is the #1 killer of children by abortion. Seems to me like she don't give a damn about the black family. We don't think about it that deep. Email. My email is the WWShow 2, that's the number 2, at gmail.com. That email again is the wwshow2, the number 2, at gmail.com. That's what's up. You say that's not Christian like. You say no. You say John the Baptist was gay. Oh Jesus. Shout out to Francis for the $1 cash app. You say, did your Trump Bible go up in stock since he won? I don't even know if they on the market. I don't know if they is in trading and stuff like that right now. I may need to look it up. Let's go on out here. Back to some news. We got to get back to the news, y'all. Some news that maybe you can use or maybe that you can't use. But it was on my heart. It was on my heart to talk to you people. Hate to see y'all believers failing. Yeah. Hate to see believers failing. So even if you don't like Trump, y'all supposed to be praying for Trump. I want y'all to believe that. To remember that right there. Really, really do God's work. Really do God's work. And you know what's crazy? I know that hurts a lot of people when you point out, well, hell, I am a believer in God, so I am supposed to pray for the well-being and hope that he do a good job and hope that he do God's work. But I don't like him. I know that bothers you right now. I really do understand, but you're supposed to be doing God's work. Right? So you play too much, Willie, but I will say you is an instigator, thought provoker. I be trying to, damn it, because it just be dropping on my mind. I be like, that don't make no sense. But I was saying it yesterday because, shout out to Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley provoked my mind. He pushed some in me when he went to thanking God and like it's like the end of time, it's the end of days, and I'm like, but how you gonna say that and you is a believer though? And that bothers me. You say God put everything in place for a reason. And I'm shocked that believers don't believe that. Or they don't think it and they don't believe it. But anyway, we have a chef. We have a chef who has been shot. We have a popular chef who have been shot at the Montgomery Mall. Or is that the Huncho House? The Huncho House. I've never been there. Maybe one day in the future I will go to the Huncho House. Probably sound like a place that I want to be. Huncho House. Huncho House. But a chef has been shot in a attempted robbery.
Good morning. A beloved chef is recovering. He's in the hospital after being shot. Now, you may know him as a local restaurateur, but he was also in the NFL. Tobias Dorsan. He and his girlfriend were victims of a violent robbery, and our Jacqueline Quinn is live outside of one of his restaurants in Hyattsville with more now. Jackie, this is really just devastating.
At one of his restaurants. So player got 2 restaurants. Him and his little lala was shot.
The community, somebody really trying to do all the great things for his local community and being recognized for it. So we just want to know, how's he doing this morning? Any word?
Yeah, the latest from his family is that he and his girlfriend still in the hospital recovering from this. And, you know, we're standing in front of his restaurant here. This is Huncho House in Hyattsville, one of the popular spots out here. But the shooting didn't happen here. It happened in Kirkland Place, about 2 miles away. And we've been able to obtain video of this shooting through surveillance video. And I want to warn you, it's graphic. We've had to edit some parts out. But it happened.
Graphic footage. Let's see how graphic it is.
Through the neighbor's surveillance camera, and it caught the robbery on video from Tuesday night. Police say just after 10 p.m., 5 suspects robbed Dorsan and his girlfriend as they returned home from dinner to Kirkland Place in Hyattsville. During the robbery, the suspects shot the couple. You see the suspects check Tobias Dorsan's pockets after shooting him multiple times. Then you hear and see his girlfriend's cry and scream as she crawls and hides behind a car. Dorsan, Prince George's County native, is known for 2 of his restaurants in Hyattsville, including the one here, Huncho House, and for his work on the Food Network and shows on ESPN and Hulu. As we've mentioned, he's also been a role model in the community.
And he's been so great about hiring Black and brown residents in his restaurant, helping students. Tobias has been giving back so much.
Didn't she say that it was graphic? They had to cut some things out. It was graphic and violent. Some.
Now, again, the latest from police right now, they are still investigating this incident. They're looking for the 5 people involved, and if you have any information, you're urged to contact.
See, I can't. I gotta talk to my peers out here in these streets. She said.
Obtain video of this shooting through surveillance video, and I want to warn you, it's graphic. We've had to edit some parts out, but it happened through the neighbor's surveillance camera, and it caught the robbery on video.
These are still pictures.
From Tuesday night, police say just after 10 p.m., 5 suspects robbed Dorsan and his girlfriend as they returned home from dinner. Took
pictures. So these graphic pictures.
Kirkland Place in Hyattsville. During the robbery, the suspects shot.
We don't see nothing.
The couple. You see the suspects check Tobias Dorsan's pockets after.
No, we cannot see the suspect checking his pockets after he done got shot.
Shooting him multiple times. Then you hear and see his girlfriend's cry and scream.
We can't see him and the girlfriend crying and stuff like that right there. See, the news station didn't let you know that they weren't going to show that.
As she crawls and hides behind a car. Dorsan, Prince George's County native, is known for 2 of his restaurants.
Well, y'all was about to show it, and y'all, no, maybe they did show it, but before they aired it, they went back and made some cuts. That's what I think had to happen, because they made it look like you didn't know what the hell was going on. No, baby, we're not showing no video. We showing stills. That's what we gonna do. But anyway, all right. Anyway, real quick, they said that he was in like the NFL, so he was in the NFL. I don't know, buddy. I don't know what position that he played, but she's taller than him. And if she's taller than him because of heels, and even if she is taller than him because of heels, what? How tall is he? He said they showing a obituary video. It's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? But how tall was he though? I don't. He looks short. I don't know, buddy. I am not a sports fan like that. If anybody is a sports fan like that, y'all let me know how tall Buddy is. You know, I don't. Let's go to the next one. Real quick.
A brand new story for you tonight at 11. A local celebrity chef named Tobias Dorsan.
All right, Tobias. I don't know his last name. Tobias, the football player, shot the chef. Something. All right, Chef Tobias Dorsan. Tobias Dorsan height. He 5'8". What position did he play? I don't. He played in the NFL. Okay, he played for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans in the Major League Football. They're not showing his position right now, but that's not important. We finna keep it going. Also, he played the running back. Okay, so he 5'8". All right, good.
He's recovering in the hospital tonight along with his girlfriend.
Yeah, Hyattsville police say they were shot, then robbed while walking home from dinner last night, and no arrests have been made yet.
Tonight, Alexis Wainwright has some surveillance video from neighbors. It shows the attack and what appears to be the car police want to find.
I spoke with the family and they tell me that he and his girlfriend are still in the hospital. They're asking for prayers. Meanwhile, we did receive some surveillance video and we're not going to show all of it, but we can tell you in some of that video you see the suspects go over to Tobias Dorsan and check his pockets after shooting him. Meanwhile, you can hear the girlfriend screaming and crying. Then you see her crawl over to a vehicle and hide behind it. We do want to warn you, some of this video is hard to watch.
All right, try it again. Y'all do know that this is the same station. This is the same news station that we just played. You're telling us that the video is hard to watch. Please show us the video.
Neighbor surveillance cameras catch the rapid gunfire from Tuesday night. We spoke with a neighbor who asked us to shield his identity. He's concerned about retaliation.
So this is the video that was on the neighbor's cam. This
From
the video
Tuesday
that
night.
you playing.
We spoke with a neighbor who asked us
on
to
the neighbor's cam.
shield his identity. He's
They
concerned
did the same thing, y'all. They did not show us the doggone video.
about retaliation.
Out of nowhere. And we may have heard a couple shots in between there, like it was coming from a handgun.
Just after 10 p.m., police say 5 suspects shot the couple while trying to rob them as they returned home from dinner to Kirkwood Place in Hyattsville.
5 suspects. Y'all riding 5 deep on a robbery. Y'all gonna get caught. Somebody gonna get caught, and one person gonna tell on everybody. Y'all went 5 deep to rob a man in Hilalala.
One of the victims has been identified by friends and family as Tobias Dorsan, a famous chef and former NFL player.
I'm familiar with him and some of the things he does in the community, so to hear something happening like that to him is very tragic.
Prince George's County Council member Wanika Fisher says she's a friend of Dorsan and calls him a pillar in the community.
And he's been so great about hiring black and brown residents in his restaurant, helping students. Tobias has been giving back so much.
The Prince George's County native is known for 2 of his restaurants in Hyattsville and for his personality that shines through everything he does, including his culinary work on the Food Network and shows on ESPN and Hulu.
That's what makes Tobias special, and I think that's what he resonates with not just my local residents but the entire DMV and nationally, is that he brings his authentic self to everything that he does.
Earlier this year, he became the first Prince George's County native to receive the 2024 Chef of the Year by the Restaurant Association of Maryland. And as police continue to search for those suspects, people are still trying to wrap their minds around why someone would do this.
I have just been in prayer. I have been feeling angry.
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA.
They wonder why would somebody do a robbery. They broke. They need some money. That like we don't have to wonder why they do a robbery. I don't know. I don't. I was finna say something. You say 5 people on the robbery, they gonna get busted. Yes. Yep. And I had something to say and I was trying to hold on, so let me slide back through. I'm trying to. Somebody said, oh, it was right around here or something.
For his personality that shines through everything he does, including his culinary work on the Food Network and shows on ESPN.
Oh, I know what I want to comment on. I want to say this.
He's so great about hiring black and brown residents in his restaurant.
I've heard people say multiple times, well, a lot of times, like on this video, that when things is happening with black and brown, well, with black folks, and they have businesses that they hire in black and brown. Do y'all know that we would call white folks racist if white folks say that they go out of their way to hire white folk? And I have another thought-provoking question. When was the last time that you heard a brown, because we say black and brown, a brown business owner say that they go out of their way to hire black and brown? Because I can answer from my experience. I've never heard a brown. I want y'all to understand, when we're saying brown, we're not talking about black folk. We're talking about brown folks, which is everything else except white. Y'all know that, right? Everything else except white is brown folk. When was the last time you heard that statement? Go out of their way, or they are hiring black and brown folk. Black folks is the only ones I have heard say that they go out of their way and they are or trying to hire black and brown. I've never heard anybody else say that.
Black and brown residents in his restaurant helping students. Tobias has been giving back so much.
The Prince George's County.
That's just crazy. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. I can almost believe, and I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I could be wrong that he got robbed by black folks. Not even brown folk. I think he got robbed by black folk. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's go on with this little update real quick. We got a good little update. Parents accused of starving their 4-year-old Harlem boy to death, ate fresh food daily. I'm finna get to it. Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. He said 30 jobs in my career, never hired by black folks. Listen, I have never been hired by a black business owner. Ever. Now, maybe that's because black folks didn't have the capital back then to create businesses and stuff. And typically the ones who had black businesses, it was black barbershops. I've never known for black folks to have a grocery store, a retail store, a gas station, group homes, senior facilities, like a electrician company, a plumbing company. Oh, you typically had barbershops and lawn services. And do y'all know, across the great United States of America, we typically we don't have grocery stores. Do y'all understand? In this time in 2024, we have the most millionaires, right? We have the most millionaires, and for some reason, they like to make the argument that it's hard for black folks to get it's a C word that I'm trying to find, collateral, black folks, they can't get the funding for projects and businesses and stuff like that. But we have all these millionaires. But with all these millionaires, we don't have a lot of financial industry millionaires. We don't have a lot of investment, what is the thing called? Angel investors and stuff like that right there. We don't have a lot of those black folks. We don't have black folks who is lenders. Yeah. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He say, laugh out loud. He say, we not black, we are brown. Fuck they mean. That's what's up. The credit, the connect, the competency. I don't know. It was a collateral. Well, here I thought about it, but it was not the C word. It was not the C word. It was the I just said the doggone word in place of when I was saying the C word. But don't worry about it. Yeah, but we have all of these successful black folks. Capital was the C word. God damn. Yeah. We have a hard time getting capital to create businesses. And since this has been an argument for decades, and again, we go back to, we have all of these wealthy black folks. A lot of them I don't know any of them who have set up a financial lending program or something. I am sure that we do have some, but it's sad that a lot of us don't know who these people are. I did say funding, so funding / capital is about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We is creating so much wealth, and for some reason we're not setting up institutions and situations for the betterment of black people that we claim that we care about. But we want the government. We want the government to make it easier to get the capital when we can do it ourselves. But I guess we have to go to the government and keep talking about this with the government, because we know that we ain't finna help ourselves. Just thinking outside the box. Listen, if y'all just not coming on in, we're also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. We have 215 followers. We're trying to get up to 220 before the week's end. That's tomorrow. I need the support around here in these doggone streets. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead on and do this thing called refresh. Let's see what the numbers is looking like. We over 400 people up in the building. We at 252 thumbs up. I should have been over 399 by now. We got to do better. We got to do better. They say a white Jewish man gave me my first job. There it is. You say, Willie, can you say something positive about black folks? I just want to hear something positive about our people. Well, hell, we get in the bag. A lot of us have worked our behinds off to get out of poverty. A lot of us has worked our behinds off to get educated. A lot of us have worked our behinds off to not blame the white man anymore. A lot of us has worked our behinds off to get out of the upscale communities and try to build something for self. Black folks have created a multitude of businesses in different industries. Oh, there's a lot of good to say about black folks. Yes. It's just the majority of us is failing. That's all. See, when we talk positive about black folks, it don't make people move. Just in my mind, like it don't make people move. You have to keep talking about the failures to fix the failures. We have to continue to talk about the failures. You said, remember, Willie, you got a lot of KK supporters in here, so those you say, so those like won't go up anymore. We got to get it together, y'all. But I have to continue to point out the failures, because we failing. We failing huge now. We have made great strides. We did all that last year. We failing though. 91% of black women voted Democrat. I don't care who was running for president as the Democrat. When you have 91% of a race vote one way, that says something. That says a lot. That says, in my mind, so you mean to tell me the other side has had nothing good enough for a lot of y'all to be like, you know what? Or more of you all to be like, you know what? They making sense. It showed at 91% of black women would rather keep this keep the same people in office. At least one of the same person in office. But like somebody had done said earlier though, they didn't vote on policy. They voted identity politics. And that has to say something about our black women. That's a problem that you would not vote policy. I do understand it. Because I fell short of glory too back in 2008 voting for Obama. I ain't give a damn about policy. I did not care about no doggone policy. You couldn't tell me shit. I'm voting for the black man. But that's when I was less informed and less educated. We have people with a whole bunch of degrees voted for the same situation that we in right now. You can do what you want to do. I just like to point things out. You say it's more women than men. Yes, it is. We have a lot of black men who is educated with degrees and stuff too. Again, voted what, 78 Democrat? That says a lot about, are we voting on policy or identity politics? And in my mind, with black folks, and this is why they fed black folks the way they fed black folks, it was based on identity. That's all. But you did have that choice. You say degree don't equal education. I like that right there. You say black women voted for fun, not facts. So listen, there is a lot of good things to say about black folks, but that kind of don't get us nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't get the ball moving. Well, we could talk about the good thing every now and then, but for the majority of the time, we finna talk about the failures. You know what I'm saying? Because I truly believe that can wake us up more. Shout out to Tammy for the $20 cash app. Say keep up the great work that you're doing, big brother. I appreciate that right there, for real, for real. Now listen, I talk about how like our sisters be out here failing, but y'all also know I talk about how the brothers be out here failing. We be failing. We keep peeing in these babies and we keep getting on child support. You know what I'm saying? We keep peeing in these doggone babies and, we still living under a woman's roof. And I do understand. Sometimes you're down. Sometimes you got to pick yourself up. We still trying to go for the baddest instead of going for the better. Ooh, damn it. I tried to find a better word for that. We be on the hunt for the baddest chick, but not on the hunt for the better chick. That's the failures of black men. Degrees get you education, but remember you got 40 black women of 50 in retail can't find an educated job because their job was phased out. Say black women vote on emotional feelings. Yeah. You say, is this why our black men choosing lighter hues? Well, I will tell you the biggest reason that black men is choosing lighter hues, and I have talked to a lot of the high school boys and the fresh out of high school boys. It's y'all attitudes. That's it. That's really this. Every young man I have talked to in the past years, it has been, I don't like the attitude, man. The attitude shitty. That's it. They don't even they have a problem with the weave, but weave ain't even the biggest. It's the attitude. That's all. That's all. They say that the other races of women treats them better, and I say whoever treats y'all better, whether it's the white man, white woman, Spanish, Asian, Korean, Chinese, I don't give a damn. Whoever treats you the best or better, that's who you need to link up with. Shout out to CC's World for the 199 super chat. You say capital funding. Love you, Willie. Love you back. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for the $2 cash out. Say colleges indoctrinate women with liberal BS. That's a fact. That's a fact. They too woke out here. They is too doggone woke out here in these streets. They too far left. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. They too far left. It is too much of and I truly do believe that our sisters, that our black sisters have that attitude because it's a lack of men in the household. It's a lack of fathers. Other races of women, they have more fathers in the household. Have y'all watched black men who've dealt with black women and now they don't deal with black women? Have y'all paid attention to the people who y'all actually know who used to deal with black women but now they deal with non-black women? They seem happy. Yeah, they seem happier. They seem like they be standing as men out here in these streets. Like, so what's up? Okay, not all, but I've seen the difference. It is kind of like when we see black women with white men. They so damn submissive and docile. You be like, what the? Well, why you want like that with a black man? And it has been said that white men get the best of the black women. It's been said. He said, I have not dealt with a black woman since I was 13. Now I'm 57. And I'm pretty sure that just have a lot to do with attitude, behavior. He said, I think black men and black women should leave each other alone. You may have a point right there. Maybe we need to get it to a point to where we phase out black folk. Because if KK is a black woman, then maybe we need to create more of those types of black women then. No, maybe so. I don't know. Because they love her. There's no videos out here of her acting her ass and misbehaving. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout it. She ain't got the my hair don't grow straight problem, you know? So, she won't have that I don't love my hair problem. You know, that's one thing that's one less thing that women wouldn't have to worry about, you know. Just saying. I'm saying, please keep the phrase black man out your mouth, please. You have to be more careful. Moving right along, y'all. Let's go on and get into this right here. The parents of the starving 4-year-old. Hell, this is an update. We had done spoke about this when it had done transpired. They say that they had done fed the 4-year-old fresh food daily. And he starved? Go ahead.
Natavia Ragsdale could not hold her head up at times in court.
Shout out to baby out for having her real. Somebody got her tight for court.
She now faces new charges, including murder in the 2nd degree.
Y'all do know that this is the first time that we're able to see her face. Remember when they bought her out of the building? Oh, this is the woman who they bought out of the building, and the neighbors them said that we ain't even know that she had children, or we ain't even see the kids and stuff. And one of the people said that they had done saw her down at the bodega eating chicken, and she was like, "Well, you ain't gonna take that up to your kids." He like, nah, cause they be begging for my chicken and stuff like that. Right there. This is the first time that I'm able to see, or we able to see her face.
In connection to the death of her 4-year-old son, Jameek Modlin. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg was also in court as prosecutors outlined how the toddler died in unimaginable conditions.
DA Bragg, any reaction to the charges being upgraded against his mother? was here to support our team, and the circumstances here are quite
Like she done got into a fight in jail.
tragic, and will continue to litigate in court.
Last month, police arrested Ragsdale and the father of the children, LaRon Modlin, in a case that rocked their Harlem neighborhood and the city. The death of the toddler and allegations of abuse of the couple's 3 other young children are raising questions about what went wrong.
Remember, we also did the other update of Al Sharpton, them bringing out the murals and stuff and putting it in front of the building and stuff, because that's where they say that the baby had done died, but the baby didn't die right there.
Whether or not the Administration for Children's Services dropped the ball. In court, prosecutors upgrading the charges described horrid conditions the children were allegedly living in. Locked in a room covered with feces on the wall, the children were not in school, had not seen a doctor in 2 years. Little Jameek suffered from malnutrition, dehydration, and starvation. At the time of his death, he had almost no body fat, and prosecutors say his body went into survival mode before shutting down.
Somebody may say his body was in good shape and he had no body fat like the rest of us do. But hold on. Y'all listen, in case y'all never seen it before. This is what them little caskets look like, because babies die too. Kids die too. And their caskets be real small. It don't take 6 people to carry the casket to the burial site. It don't take 4. And if it's a real little baby, it just take 2. This is a real casket.
Jameek suffered from malnutrition, dehydration, and starvation. At the time of his death, he had almost no body fat, and prosecutors say his body went into survival mode before shutting down. Ragsdale sat still and stoic in court, hearing how her other children are still in a hospital, doing better, but are having a hard time with fine motor skills, unable to feed themselves at ages 5, 6, and 7.
They are unable to feed themselves. Feed, like spoons and forks, they was unable to do that right there.
In that courtroom, the homicide of a 4-year-old, and I just left another courtroom of domestic violence homicide. That's where my focus is. Thank you.
Ragsdale will remain behind bars until her next court date. That's set for December 18th. And with these new upgraded charges, if convicted, she could face anywhere from 25 years to life in prison. In Lower Manhattan.
I got a good little question for you good mothers and parents. If y'all gonna like kill y'all babies, like destroy like y'all babies' lives, let's not have feces everywhere. At least keep a clean house. I don't. Why is it that your house got to be nasty and you malnourishing your children? Like, why do you have to live in filth though? You can have a clean home and don't feed your children. It's okay. Your children's clothes can be washed and everything could be good, but you don't have to have feces on the wall. What is we doing? You can let them go to the bathroom. You can let them sit on the toilet and still have them malnourished and stuff like that. Y'all just was y'all raised like that?
In a room covered with feces on the wall, the children were not in school, had not seen a doctor in 2 years.
2 years. I ain't been around there to check on they mouth, they dentist. Damn it, the dentist ain't saw them. They ain't had no physicals or nothing. Got to be more careful. But listen, children still best left with their mama. But the children had a mother and a father. They both fell. Remember the family had done came out and they were like, we didn't know that this right here was going on, and we had done broke it down to well, but you don't just become that big. You don't just become malnourished. No. So when the last time that y'all see the children that y'all say that y'all love and this y'all family and all that flash shit right there? We play too much, don't it? They tried us. We ain't fall for it. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much show you. I don't think that she's really like gonna get like a whole bunch of time. Like I had done said that Oh, but we pointed out the last time that the man is actually going to get more time than her, because they also said that. Oh, I remember. They said that she was in a domestic love situation. She tried to get help. That was her story. That was this beautiful baby's story. That this is why the children were starved and all that fly shit, while saying at the same time that they haven't been starved. She had done reached out to DCF and stuff like that right there, instead of calling the police on the one who she was claiming had her in a domestic love relationship. Believe all women. Moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much of it. Yeah. That's what was said. She love her baby though. Ooh. Philadelphia. Listen, I know everybody don't have vehicles, and a lot of people who actually have vehicles, they will still take public transportation if it benefits. In Philadelphia, by tomorrow Friday, tomorrow is TD Friday. If you is one who takes the bus, if you take SEPTA to work, you need to be making other plans. You need to be making plans to get to work, get your children to school, and all that fly stuff right there. A backup plan is what you need, because in Philadelphia, as of tomorrow, if these people don't come to an agreement, they're going on strike tomorrow in Philadelphia.
In a little less than 24 hours, SEPTA's largest union could hit the picket line. More than 4,000 members of Transport Workers Union Local 234 are preparing for a possible strike that would severely impact riders throughout the city. Action News reporter Leland Pinder has the latest on negotiations as that deadline approaches.
A strike would have a major effect on the city of Philadelphia, and there'd be residual effects in the suburbs as well. Both SEPTA and the union say they hope a strike is avoidable, but the union says if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. So come Friday morning, you might see SEPTA workers on the picket line and a major disruption in SEPTA service. Thousands of people rely on SEPTA every day, and riders like Tanya Green are worried about a strike.
It'll be a major inconvenience, not just for me, but for everybody.
Transportation Workers United Local 234 represents more than 4,500 employees. And if they don't reach a contract with SEPTA by midnight Thursday, bus drivers, trolley and subway operators, and other transit workers would all strike. Local 234 members making these signs on Monday. The union says they want two things:
safety and security for my members as well as the riding public, and we're looking for economic justice.
They want safety and security and economic justice. Watch what type of safety they talking about.
And President Brian Pollitt says the system is under siege by the, quote, vulnerable community. And there's also violence. Workers want bulletproof vests,
Workers want bulletproof vests. Wow.
Bulletproof enclosures for operators.
Bulletproof enclosures. That's that plexiglass stuff that be around the drivers. Hold on, because I stopped it. Let me let it go.
Bulletproof enclosures for operators and more police. But more pay will be difficult as the agency faces a fiscal crisis following the expiration of COVID relief funds.
That's impacting our ability to really get into some of the economic issues around this contract.
Members voted to authorize a strike after SEPTA offered a contract with no raise, a pointed response from TWU International.
They offered a response to the unions with no raise. Unions only strike when they be talking about money, right?
They can take their zero.
For now, negotiations remain ongoing. Green hopes service on the L does too.
It is a vital way for me and many others to commute.
And that includes more than 55,000 students in the school district of Philadelphia. The school system says right now they're making preparations for possible virtual learning, or if any students are late to school due to a SEPTA transportation issue, they will be excused. Again, if no deal is reached by midnight Thursday, early Friday morning, the strike would be enacted.
Do y'all even understand how they is not holding parents accountable? They refuse to hold parents accountable. Watch what he just said.
SEPTA transportation issue, they will be excused. Again, if no are making preparations for possible virtual learning, or if any students are late to school due to a SEPTA transportation issue,
any student is late to school,
they will be excused. Again,
they will be excused if they're late to school. Do y'all understand that they should not be late to school because they telling y'all that they may strike tomorrow? None of the children should be late to school on Friday if we know that they may strike. I don't think that it should be. It shouldn't be excused, because all the parents will send their children to school on the buses, and just in my mind, you're sending your children to school on those buses. You shouldn't have probably never had children. Shout out to Saucy Drippings for the $1 cash app. Say, Pastor, you know big mamas are 30 and dirty now. Yeah, they is. Yeah, they is. Got to be more careful. If your child has to go to school on public transportation, as far as like public buses and not like school buses, public buses, no, let me go ahead on and take that back, because it may benefit. It may really help out. I don't know. I am gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. You can have children, but because we know what's going to happen tomorrow, the possibility of what's going to happen tomorrow, parents should have things in order right now, have things in place to get their children to school on time. It just should. Damn it, that your child come to school late, they need to get a detention because you knew in advance. And if you don't know in advance, what this also tells us is we are the type of parents who do not pay attention to the news. That's sad if you don't pay attention to the news, because you know when things is happening through like the schools and stuff, the school board, that's information, that stuff typically hits the news. So us as parents should kind of always watch the news, especially if you have children in school. You say, Willie, you being insensitive. And this is why I need to run for office. We got to stop with the sensitivity. We got to stop being sensitive. Do y'all understand that this is why we failing now? This is literally why all across the country we is failing, because people is sensitive to what people is going through. People real sensitive, and we want to give we give too many chances. I believe that you should give chances, but we give too many goddamn chances. If you had these problems with your first 2 children and you didn't make a better life for yourself, but you went on out there and got your 2 more children, now I'm supposed to be sympathetic that it's hard for you to take care of the 4 children. That's our problem. That's our problem. See, back in the days when we had grandmas and granddaddies who was like together, guess what happened when they produced children? They had to afford those children. You know, before there was this thing called government assistance, our grandmas and granddaddies, them, when they had sex and a child was born, they had to take care of their children. There was no excuses. There was no, let's give these people help because they have a lot of children now. No. Decisions had to be made. Yeah. See, and I refuse to be sensitive to a lot of situations because it's already too much sensitivity going on out here. You know? He say, Willie, if you was my daddy, I swear I would beg you to whoop my ass instead of talking to me for real, for real. He say, I'd be like, please beat me, daddy. Please don't talk to me. Got to be more careful. Why do you say that? Why would you say that? Oh, hold on. I don't want to do that one now. We got to jump in. We got to jump. Then we got to go to Chicago real quick. We're finna go to Chicago. We got a little situation out here in this street. Hey, if y'all just not coming on in, remember. I need some thumbs up. I need some shares. I need support around here in this street. Support is a verb. We have 323 thumbs up. We should have been well over 400 by now. What's going on with you good people? We almost to the weekend. We almost to the day that y'all is the most happy about, and that's on a Friday. He say, your body, your baby, your choice, your responsibilities. Facts. I refuse to join in with everybody else with this sensitivity stuff. We already got enough of it. It's killing us. Chicago police releases a mugshot of a man who was charged in the officer's murder.
There are new details tonight in the murder of a Chicago police officer.
The 23-year-old is now facing charges in connection with the deadly shooting. Tia Ewing has been following this story. She joins us now live with the latest. Tia.
Well, Don and Scott, we actually just got his mugshot, and it's very interesting. We'll show it to you here shortly, but let's talk about what we've learned. 23-year-old Darren McMillan was already a convicted felon, and now he's facing 6 felony counts. One obvious.
He was already a convicted felon. Now he's facing six felony counts. See, because people have been sensitive, he's out on the streets. Yeah.
Already a convicted felon, and now he's facing 6 felony counts. One obviously for attempted murder of the officer that he dragged when he tried to get away from the scene. He's also facing first-degree murder charges for the killing of 26-year-old Chicago police officer Enrique Martinez. And let's show you that mugshot that I was just talking about.
Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. Say, imagine 6'5" passer Willie whooping on the sugar. You did it. Listen, you got to take your belt off. You got to take your belt off and whoop one of these babies out here in the street. It's a turn on, but it's a chastisement type thing. Listen, look. What is in his mouth? I think somebody had done said earlier, it looked like the officer had done skeeted in his mouth. We doing too much, man.
Martinez, and let's show you that mugshot that I was just talking about. We just learned yesterday of McMillan's long criminal history. The 23-year-old has been arrested for unlawful possession of a weapon and has a pending case out of Will County for possessing and manufacturing cannabis.
He's 23. You lying to me. This is a 23-year-old?
Case out of Will County for possessing and manufacturing cannabis. Months ago, he tried cheating on his drug test. On October 16th, that's when he was placed on an electronic monitoring and
he tried cheating on his drug test. All right. Now, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? So we really not upset about the cheating on the drug test. How many of you people on y'all job right now with somebody else pee? Huh? I should have been selling pee like a long time ago. But how many of y'all right now got the little tube up under your testicles? How many of you ladies got the little tube inside your monkeys trying to keep it at 90, 96 or 98 degrees and stuff like that right there? Before you go ahead on the pee because you trying to pass that drug test. Come on now.
16th, that's when he was placed on an electronic monitoring and an ankle monitor was put on out of Will County. McMillan was the passenger in the stopped car Monday night in the 8,000 block of South Ingleside. When Officer Enrique Martinez and his partner approached the car, McMillan was reaching into a bag. And that's when the suspect pulled out a gun modified with a switch on it, able to fire off multiple rounds in just seconds.
Ooh, he had that switch on him. He turned around. He was digging in the bag. Or he was digging in something. He turned around and just gave it to him. He got that switch. That thing released damn near the whole clip real quick. Damn it, it's hard to make a decision. It's 22 or 23. What's up?
After noticing McMillan in the front passenger seat reaching for a bag on the floor of the vehicle, Officer Martinez and his partner gave verbal direction for McMillan to stop reaching. At this point, McMillan produced a fully automatic handgun equipped with a machine gun conversion device and an extended magazine, and fired in the direction of Officer Martinez, fatally striking him. The driver of the vehicle was also fatally struck multiple times by McMillan's gunfire. The weapon was recovered inside the vehicle.
Martinez was driven to the hospital by his fellow officers but sadly died. McMillan pushed the driver of the car he was in out of the driver's seat, and that's when he dragged that officer. That officer discharged one bullet into the ground. He was injured, but we are told he will be okay. As for McMillan, he then took off on foot. He then broke into a woman's house and removed his ankle monitor. He cut it off with a knife. He was quickly caught just a few blocks away, and there was a third suspect inside of that vehicle when all of this happened. That person was in the rear seat of the vehicle. I am told that that person was released without any charges. The Chicago Police Department saying that that person had nothing to do with the officer's death. Now, as for McMillan, he will be inside a courtroom tomorrow morning at 11:30 over at Layton Criminal Courthouse. And of course, we will be there. Live tonight, Tia Ewing, Fox.
Shout out to Tia Ewing out here in these streets. Y'all know that when we be doing the body cam footage videos, and especially the ones with the beautiful babies, when they be doing all of that reaching and, you know, they be in their bag and stuff like that, and I keep saying that these officers be putting their life in danger because they be allowing them to make moves that they would not allow a man to make. See, he was reaching and they told him, stop reaching, stop reaching, stop reaching. I've done videos where the women is reaching and they not even telling them to stop reaching. Put your bag down, get your hands out your bag. They don't even do that. Because again, we is under the mindset that a woman will not harm you. That's a problem. But this ain't about the woman. I'm just trying to point out something. This is about the man right now. Call the
Seconds. After noticing McMillan in the front passenger seat reaching for a bag on the floor of the vehicle, Officer Martinez and his partner gave verbal direction for McMillan to stop reaching.
And you know what's crazy, right? Because if they would have shot him while he's reaching for non-compliance, the community would have said, but you ain't have to shoot him, though. You could have Billy Clubbed him. You racially profiling. Yeah, killed the police officer now. Yep. Because a lot of times, especially you non-black officers, y'all don't want to be deemed or called racist. This puts y'all life in so much danger because you don't want to be labeled as a racist.
At this point, McMillan produced a fully automatic handgun equipped with a machine gun conversion device and an extended magazine, and fired in the direction of Officer Martinez, fatally striking him.
Y'all is in the city of killers. Y'all in the city of shooters. Why isn't the city of Chicago under stop and frisk? This should be one city that's under stop and frisk. It's for real.
The driver of the vehicle was also fatally struck multiple times by McMillan's gunfire. The weapon was recovered.
So he shot the driver too? Say that part again.
Multiple times by McMillan's guns, fatally striking him.
Oh, so he couldn't control the gun because the gun is rapid fire.
The driver of the vehicle was also fatally struck multiple times by McMillan's gunfire. The weapon was recovered inside the vehicle.
So he done shot the driver, shot the officer, and dropped the gun.
Martinez was driven to the hospital by his fellow officers but sadly died. McMillan pushed the driver of the car he was in out of the driver's seat, and that's when he dragged that officer. That officer discharged one bullet into the ground. He was injured, but we are told he will be okay. As for McMillan, he then took off on foot. He then broke into a woman's house and removed his ankle monitor. He cut it off with a knife. He was quickly caught just a few blocks away, and there was a third suspect inside of that vehicle when all of this happened. That person was in the rear seat of the vehicle. I am told that that person was released without any charges. The Chicago Police Department saying that that person had nothing to do with the officer's death.
So the one in the back had nothing to do with the police officer being killed. He said, Willie, this is what Ricky Smiley gonna use for his podcast, saying they gunning black folk down. For real, for real. Hold on. With a player with an Instagram photo like that right there. This is how he posed for his Instagram photo. With his mouth, with all this little stuff in his mouth. What's wrong with you? You is nasty. This is filthy. This is the 23-year-old. After killing two, wounding another one. This how he took his photo. Say him thirsty. Move right along. Ain't gonna be much on you. And hell yeah, they need to do stop and frisk in Chicago. It worked really, really good in New York with all the guns that was removed out of taken away from people who should have not had firearms. I would stop and frisk first. I would profile the whole black community. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He said, didn't something like this happen in Harlem Nights? Right. Listen, say mouth smelling like unclean chitlins. You say, Your Honor, you can't charge my client for lack of knowledge of firearm safety. They can't do it to him. It's a doggone shame, man. But listen. Again, this goes back to we too sensitive. Sensitive. This is why people are like, we shouldn't do stop and frisk. They profile all them black folks. Well, how many guns did they get out the street? Thousands of guns they got out the street. But they were profiling black folk. How many guns they got out the street? Thousands. They were profiling black folk. Got thousands of guns off the street by profiling black folks. They did the right thing. They did the right thing. You can't tell me that it didn't work. You can make the argument, oh, well, they profile more black folk than they profile anybody else. But they got thousands of guns. Hold on, here, let me, they may have a number on Google. How many guns was confiscated due to stop and frisk in New York? Do they even have a number for me? 5,000. Hold on, whoa, slow me down. He say in 2020, 9,544 stops was recorded. 5,791 were innocent. 61%. Oh man, they talking about innocent or guilty. I want to know the number. Okay, so in 1 year it was 780. In the 1 year. That's the only number that they showing. Hell, in 2024, they seized 400 guns. No. In 2014, they seized 400 guns. But they really not giving me no numbers. I can't find them numbers that I need to find. But anyway, somebody let me know the numbers in the future or something like that right there. It seemed to me that it worked, because now without stop and frisk, crime back up, ain't it? In your community, in the black community, people are still dying. It's still dying by people who should not have weapons. Move right along. Let's go on out here to California. Prop 36 has passed. Prop 36 has passed. Here's what it will do.
Who can forget the videos of smash and grab thefts taking place in California in recent years? Those videos, combined with the state's homelessness crisis and an explosion of fentanyl overdoses, is what many believe led to the passage of Prop 36.
It's rare to find something that really goes after three big problems that California is facing, and that's exactly what Prop 36 does.
San Diego County District Attorney Summer Steffen says the new law will go into effect in mid-December.
For habitual thieves, this is not a good day with Proposition 36. Fentanyl dealers, this is not a good day for you.
It's not a good day for fentanyl dealers.
70% of voters approved Prop 36.
70% of voters approved it, voted for it. I mean, 30% didn't vote for this law to be in effect to hold people accountable.
Which allows petty theft and drug possession to be charged as felonies for repeat offenders. If a drug addict does get charged with a felony, the charge can be dismissed by completing a court-mandated drug treatment program.
Being able to incentivize treatment by making clear choices that you have treatment or jail or prison. I believe from my experience of many years that people will begrudgingly choose treatment that will end up saving their lives.
They won't choose treatment that will end up saving their lives because they want their lives to be saved. They'll choose treatment to not go to jail. Soon as the treatment over, it's back on the block.
The legislature.
Yes on 36. Stop, smash, and grabs. Y'all do know 30%. We just said that 30% didn't vote for it. What the hell does that say about California?
Legislative Analyst's Office says Prop 36 could increase criminal justice and prison costs by hundreds of millions of dollars.
The laws are already on the books that could allow them to prosecute people for simple possession. This law makes it more likely that they will be charged.
The laws is already on the books for them to charge these people. But this law makes it more likely that they will charge these people. California is a failure. Want to point this out. He said that 30% was the Delta and the AKA. He's got to be more careful. Did y'all just hear that fly stuff that lady just had them say it?
The laws are already on the books that could allow them to prosecute people for simple possession. This law makes it more likely that they will be charged.
San Diego Defense Attorney Gretchen Von Helms says the passage of Prop 36 was not surprising.
The criminal justice pendulum swings every few years, so people want tougher laws, and then they realize, well, mass incarceration is expensive, and it's not.
They realize that mass incarceration is expensive. This is what people realize, but do they not realize that the smashing and grabbing is expensive on the people? The people who are getting smashed and grabbed on, that they just cost them money. They speaking of this as a problem that is going to increase.
Incarceration is expensive.
That incarceration is expensive. It's expensive to not incarcerate people. I just want to let y'all know. You say, Willie, meaning that there are less loopholes in the law. Bam. They say California is completely woke. For real, though. Oh, California is sensitive.
And it's not productive. And then they swing back the other way. And so it's just the way it goes.
David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
You say the 30% was the smash and grabbers. Now that makes sense. That really do make sense. Look at that fentanyl. Look at all that fentanyl. That's them 30s. That's them 30s. You say we don't have any more room for criminals. And this is why I say a lot of the criminals, they need to be removed off earth so we can make room for other people. And if we do increase the penalties, I truly believe that we will have a lot less criminals. We'll still have crime, but we will have a lot less criminals, and or we will have smarter criminals who don't get caught as much. You know, I'm just saying something. Just trying to think it through. Time it is out here in these streets. Hold on, bam, bam, bam. 47 after the hour. Let me get Buddy off the thing. Buddy done died. She's still alive. Oh, domestic love. Got one for you. Got one for you that you're gonna like. This right here. Hold on. Let me make sure I grab this beautiful thing. This is a beautiful story. We got a beautiful story right here. We got two women arrested in a murder for hire plot. Listen to this one.
53-year-old Adelaida Zacharias Kachan and her boyfriend lived in this Germantown townhouse together. Police say when he left her for another woman, she decided to hire a hitman.
As she should.
She allegedly turned to a relative for help, in this case, Reina Gomez Lopez, described as an ex-sister-in-law who lives in Philadelphia. Court documents say police were alerted to the plot after Adelaida placed a strange phone call to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Family Justice Center.
I think, God dog it. I'm just sitting up here just lamping. I got to back this whole thing up. Well, let's try it again. We have two women arrested in murder for hire plot out here. I think this is in Washington or something like that, right? But here we go.
53-year-old Adelaida Zacharias Kachan and her boyfriend lived in this Germantown townhouse together. Police say when he left her for another woman, she decided to hire a hitman. She allegedly turned to a relative for help, in this case, Reina Gomez Lopez, described as an ex-sister-in-law who lives in Philadelphia. Court documents say police were alerted to the plot after Adelaida placed a strange phone call to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Family Justice Center. She admitted she paid Reina $1,000 to hire two Philadelphia hitmen, but she said she now suspected Reina scammed her and was not planning to do the job. When Montgomery County Police detectives spoke to Adelaida in person, they seized her white iPhone in a pink OtterBox as evidence.
During the investigation, they were able to find evidence of money that was transferred from the Montgomery County suspect to the Philadelphia suspect.
In one text, according to court documents, Adelaida tells her ex-sister-in-law to make sure the Philadelphia hitmen wear masks and have gloves when they show up at a false landscaping job set up to meet the victim. In another, she says she wishes he doesn't move anymore. Both women were arrested last week, Gomez Lopez in Philadelphia, and are facing charges that include conspiracy to commit murder. A neighbor at the quiet townhouse complex on Bent Creek Terrace was surprised to learn of the alleged murder for hire plot.
Es un poquito scary.
The court documents in the case indicate that the ex-sister-in-law, Gomez Lopez, actually did make an attempt to hire a hitman, texting someone she knew that she needed him to break someone's head. He declined to participate. In Germantown, Jackie Benson, News 4.
I guess the real question is, so y'all just know how to contact hitters? Like y'all, like, because listen, this is not like the first state that this is happening for people murdering for hire and hiring murderers and stuff like that. So y'all just know how to reach out to people or go online and stuff and at least attempt to find a hitter. I don't understand this right here. That baby say I'ma kill him. He done left me for damn it another monkey out here in the doggone street. Listen, I done told y'all. Listen, he broke up with her. She ain't break up with him.
53-year-old Adelaida Zacharias Kachanen.
She 53. That baby ain't got time to get back out here in these doggone streets. She do not got time to be sifting through meat to find a good piece of meat.
Her boyfriend lived in this Germantown townhouse together.
She had a boyfriend. It wasn't even... Go ahead.
Police say when he left her for another woman, she decided to hire a hitman.
I wonder why. Why he left her for another woman. What did she do?
She allegedly turned to a relative for help, in this case, Reina Gomez Lopez, described as an ex-sister-in-law.
That's an ex-sister-in-law, so she was, I guess, married or in a relationship with her ex, and that's a sister-in-law. Oh, so they were still kicking it. They were still down. Girl, listen, girl, let me give you a few dollars so you can go ahead on and hire me a hitter.
Lives in Philadelphia. Court documents say police were alerted to the plot after Adelaida placed a strange phone call to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Family Justice Center.
Why would she call the Family Justice Center? Why would you? This is what got her caught.
She admitted she paid Reina $1,000 to hire 2 Philadelphia hitmen.
So I paid my ex-sister-in-law some money so she can hire me a hitman because my boyfriend and left me for another woman. This what this 53-year-old bitch got on the phone and talked, damn it, and said to the people.
But she said she now suspected Reina scammed her and was not planning to do the job.
I think she took my money too. I paid her $1,000.
When Montgomery County Police detectives spoke to Adelaida in person, they seized her white iPhone in a pink otter box as evidence.
During the investigation, they were able to find evidence of money that was transferred from the Montgomery County suspect to the Philadelphia suspect.
In one text.
Hold on. Say she's controlling, even trying to tell the hitman how to unalive him. Watch it. Watch it.
According to court documents, Adelaida tells her ex-sister-in-law to make sure the Philadelphia hitmen wear masks and have gloves when they show up at a false landscaping job set up to meet the victim. In another, she says she wishes he doesn't move.
I want y'all to really just take a moment. Just think about this right here. She had to tell the woman who she hired to hire the hitman, but tell them to wear masks and gloves. If you got to tell a hitman to how not leave evidence and how not to get caught, I don't think that they good hitmen then. You know, y'all need to wear masks and you need to wear gloves. That's what you got. That's what you got to tell the hitman. That's different.
Move anymore. Both women were arrested last week, Gomez Lopez in Philadelphia, and are facing charges that include conspiracy to commit murder. A neighbor at the quiet townhouse complex on Bent Creek Terrace was surprised to learn of the alleged murder-for-hire plot.
I want y'all to also understand this right here. You see how that monkey just got another monkey in trouble? So the one who accepted the $1,000 and was supposed to find a hitman, which she did find a hitman, she done caught herself a felony behind somebody else's monkey. Because if she wouldn't have called her and involved her in it, then she would still be free.
Scary.
The court documents in the case indicate that the ex-sister-in-law, Gomez Lopez, actually did make an attempt to hire a hitman, texting someone she knew that she needed him to break someone's head.
So us as police in the investigation, did we find out or did we contact the dude who she had uncontacted? He tried to hire a hitman, so we should be talking to the alleged hitman.
He declined to participate.
Shout out to a player for not falling behind the pitch out here in the doggone street. If he would have entertained any of that, his ad would have been front page news, and we'll be talking about him more than we'd have been talking about the girlfriend who set everything up. He was smart enough to turn the bitch down out here in these streets. Oh, hell nah, baby, I ain't finna knock nobody out them head off. Why? For what? I don't know your ex-sister-in-law. Listen. If somebody is texting you anything illegal, anything that can get you locked up, cut communications about that situation. You better cut communications. As soon as you read it, can you kill somebody for me? Oh, shit. Erase. Oh, no. The next time you talk to that, hell, I was about to say the next time you talk to that person that you need to talk in person, but it's kind of hard to talk in person unless you pat that person down. And then it's still difficult because there's plenty ways and plenty little devices to audio record you and all that shit. But if you do get a chance to talk to that person face to face, everything is deny, man. If you're thinking about killing somebody, man, you need to call the goddamn police. Don't talk to me about nothing. You know what I'm saying? To keep yourself in the clip, because everything is a receipt out here in the doggone street. But that baby wasn't playing. I don't want him to move no more. I would like it if he's not moving anymore. That boy done got that little 53-year-old monkey and done ran off on the plug. Moving right along ain't gonna eat much. Oh yeah, got to be more careful. It's difficult. It's real difficult out here in these streets. I know it's difficult. Especially like for women, like the older y'all get, boy, it's hard out here on y'all, boy. This is why we got to stay together. We have to stay together as a unit, as a couple. We have to grow. Oh, I got one that's quick for y'all that y'all is not gonna believe it when I present it to you, but I got to present it to you. It's real short though. This is real short. We have a woman arrested for 4 counts of second-degree kidnapping. We have a woman. Let me go and put it up on the screen for you. A woman. It's real short. Don't worry about it.
Mobile police arrested this woman on your screen. This is 26-year-old Asia Lawson. She's charged with 4 counts of second-degree kidnapping. Police saying officers found Lawson walking into a home uninvited on Arlington Street and threatening physical violence to someone she knew. Police then say Lawson forced the victim and 3 children from the home. Police say all of them were found safe. Lawson has a bond hearing scheduled for Friday. Police arrest.
I think like the only reason that I did this right here because as soon as I looked at it, say who that man, that was my thought. Say oh stud sister. I thought that was a straight dude. Her name, shout out stud sister out for having tattoos on her face and neck. I ain't saying people tattoos on their face and necks is bad people. I just like to point them out whenever I see them out here in the doggone street. But it's like a whole dude. Her name Asia. Asian. That's not even Asian. Well, what did they say her name was?
Mobile police arrested this woman on your screen. This is 26-year-old Asia Lawson.
Asia. I told y'all, darker hue sisters be naming their kids different spellings. This is Asian?
Mobile police arrested this woman on your screen. This is 26-year-old Asia Lawson.
Asia. This ain't how we used to spell Asia. Or is this how we always spelled Asia? I don't remember it being spelled like that. You say, I thought that was finesse 2 times. No. You say that's not a stud. That's a what? Say yes, Willie, the continent. So Asia. Oh, Asia. Asia like the continent. Okay, so we always spelled it like that right now. I thought that this was one of them darker hue sisters trying to go above and beyond. Try to spell something different. So this is Asia. Alright, so it's always been Asia. Got it. Because I was like confused. Like, damn it, I know they don't say Asia. Because I thought about Asia. So, alright.
Asia Lawson.
Asia. Alright, bam. Shout out to her mama for naming her after the country. That's what's up. Say, Willie, you slow. A little bit. Sometimes. Don't judge me. Goddamn. I mess up sometimes. But the only reason that I did this right here because I was like, that can't be no girl. That can't be no girl. But then again, it can be a girl. And it is a girl. When our little stud sisters look tough. Like when our little tough little partners out here in these streets. Anyway, move right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. I'm just trying to think. Listen. Give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news out here in these doggone street, man. I do appreciate y'all rocking with a player. I really, really do. Thank you. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm Mills. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Y'all please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 3 channels. Subscribe. Share. Because that's where we put the standalone videos at, man. I hope that y'all was entertained. I hope that y'all enjoyed your day. This is post-election. This is the post-election. People still crying and whining and all that fly stuff right there. But you're going to get over it because you still got to work, still got to pay bills, still got to take care of you and your children out here in the doggone street. And life will go on. Life will go on. Whether you was a part of life or not, life will go on. Y'all finna go on and get on up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm out of here, man.